How's it going, guys? This is Victor with day 3 of the trading channel. So I want to say thank you for everybody that's been watching. We've been getting more and more views. Appreciate that. Today was a green day. I made $100 in 3 minutes. Should have made 246 max. Well, up to 246, maybe a little bit more than that. $100 in 3 minutes, not a bad start, not a bad way to end the year. This will be my last day trading of 2023. I'm going to take tomorrow off, and I'll be back 2024 ready to go. Today, I traded ticker NVFY. I'll break this trade down for you. This is a paper trading account because I don't want my account information to show, but I'll set up everything the way I did. Before I do that, here is a screenshot. So this is proof that I bought these shares and I did trade this ticker today because I know people don't like paper trading accounts. I bought this stock or this ticker at, looks like 9:18 a.m. today, and I think I was all the way in. I bought 100 shares. I think after I bought my 100, I was in at like $4.11. But here's proof that I actually purchased these shares. So let's break this trade down. So a few people were asking me, how do I find the stocks that I'm going to trade today or trade that day? So the first thing I do every day when I turn the computer on at 9 a.m. is I go to Benzinga pre-market movers. Here's that on the top of the screen up here, benzinga.com/pre-market. Usually one of the first 3 stocks will be the number 1 gapper of the day. There's a little bit of research that goes into figuring out which one, but usually one of the first 3 will be the one that I end up trading that day. So 1, 2, 3. One of these 3 will end up being the one I traded today. It was NVFY. I'll explain it really quickly why I picked this one. So when I signed on at 9 a.m., I seen CING, which I traded yesterday. After I traded it and the market closed, it ended up squeezing up to $15 yesterday, which was crazy. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in this video. But I knew that it squeezed up to 15 yesterday, and it was just correcting itself. It was moving back down to 10. So I didn't think it was going to do well today, which it didn't. And then we have SNES, which was $1.57. Honestly, it's just too low. I usually would like to trade stocks between $2 and $8 to $9. Usually my perfect range is $4 to $8, but I will trade stocks that are $2. That's what the market's been giving us recently. But 2 to 9 is usually my limit. Nothing under $2, and very rarely do I trade things over $9. So that's why I crossed off SNES and CING I traded yesterday. I'm not a fan of trading the same ticker 2 days back to back. I do it sometimes. It's not my favorite thing to do. I just feel like it's hard to have a better second day than first day. So first thing I do is I go to Benzinga pre-market movers and I look at the top 3 stocks, and that's usually how you figure out which one I'm going to trade. After I narrow it down to those 3, I look at the price range. If it's between $2 to $9, I start narrowing it down even more. So that would have eliminated these 2. But even if all 3 of them are in that range, then I go to Yahoo Finance, which is up here, yahoofinance.com, and then I will type in the tickers individually. So that was NVFY. I'll type them in individually, and then I'll look at statistics right here, and then I'll start doing my research. So this company has a float of 937,000 with 1.63 million shares outstanding, which is really good. That's a super low flow stock, and it had crazy volume today. It was doing, give me 1 second, let me find my paper. Today it was doing 1,250 times its normal volume. How do you figure that out? You'll go back up to the top of the page. You'll hit summary. Right here it says average volume. Well, it says AVG, which stands for average volume. 4,837. When I signed in, it was doing like 5 million or something like that. Whatever 1,250 times 4,000 is. That's what it was doing. Today it did it did 41 million so far, and it's still going up. Well, it's done for today since the market's closed, but today it did 41 million. So I seen this. I like the flow. I like the volume. I wish I had a catalyst, which it didn't, but it's cool. Next thing I'll do is I'll look at the other ones, but I don't want to make this video too long, so I won't look at those. But I'll do that on all 3 stocks, and then I'll figure out which one I like the best. After I do that, I'll put them on a watch list, and then I will start to chart them. So the first thing I do when I chart is I'll pull up, what's this tool called? This is the price target tool or whatever. So I usually turn on at 9 a.m. So right here, 9 a.m. I like to see where the high of VWAP is. So it was right here at 9 a.m., which is $5.36. I draw my line right there. Next thing I like to do is it usually gets above the high of VWAP. I set my next target. Let me see. Plus. So my next target was $6.28. Boom, it says 28, 27, but I just didn't care that much. So that was my next target. And then after that, I set up, there's one other thing you could do. These stocks, I should do this more often. I don't do it as often as I should. But these stocks can usually get about 70% over VWAP. VWAP right here is at $4.20. You'll do 4.20 times 0.70, which will give you $2.94 plus 4.20. So the highest this stock could have went today, and my estimate was $7.14. Where's that at? That's right here. Cool. 7.14. Next thing I'll do is I'll set up resistance. I'll set up support. So 9 a.m. I'll draw a line right here because this is the low. 9 a.m. I'll draw another one right here. I like to make my resistance lines, my support lines red, because if it breaks through these levels, usually I'm looking to get out. If it breaks through these levels before I get in, I'm usually waiting for it to bounce off of these levels, and I want to see what kind of volume comes in afterwards. If you look at the bottom left hand of my screen right here where the mouse is, you can see it says volume. The numbers change based off candle bar. So this one did 159,000. This one did 248,000. This one did 176,000. So next I will make one more support line. Sorry, I keep mixing that up. This is at $4.20 where VWAP was. Minus. So I had support at 365 is the lowest I thought this stock would go before it took off. So 365. It's right about here. Perfect. Edit, make this red. So 365 was the lowest that I thought the stock was going to go. 9, boom, 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 boom. It goes up. And then the last thing I do before I ever enter a trade, the last thing I'll do is I'll start setting up a trend or try to find a trend. This is really helpful. I didn't used to do it, but now I do it all the time. It's extremely helpful. I definitely recommend it. If you can't set up a trend, I suggest waiting a little bit longer until you can set up a trend, because it's very vital. So at 9 o'clock, the market was right here. Actually, it was right here. Yeah, so it was right here. Which one did I do? Give me 1 second. Sorry, I think I did this one. Let's see. Yeah, I think I waited to 9:05 to set it up. So I believe I set it up right here. I'm not looking at my real chart, but this is more than likely where I set it up at. So the way you set up a trend line is you connect 3 points. You'll connect 3 of the top points. So this is the top, this is the top, this is the top. And it actually, it doesn't really touch this one, but it kind of does. So you need at least 3 touches. The more touches, the better. So this is my trend going down. And then same thing, you'll make one going up as well. So you'll go here, it was a lot easier for me to create an uptrend than it was a downtrend. I had to wait a little bit longer for the downtrend, but honestly, you want an uptrend anyway. It's more like we're looking. I'm bullish, so I look for stocks to go up anyway. So uptrends are more important than downtrends to me. And if a stock's trending down like that, it's just easier to understand. You just see it looks bad. So I have my support, my resistance, my price targets all set, and then I will do this for all the stocks that I'm thinking about trading that day. This was the only one I was interested in today, so this is the only one I did it on. If you watched the video from yesterday, I do this on CING. And if you watched the video before that, I do it again on, I don't remember what ticker, but I do this every day. Next, I will, and then last thing I look at is the MACD, the RSI, and the TTM. And I like to see that it's able to become overbought. So I like the RSI to reach over. I want to see if the RSI has been over this line before I buy it, because that lets me know it can become overbought, which means it's doing really high volume and people really want it. There's more demand than supply, which causes the price to go up, and me being bullish helps me out a lot, which means I make money. And then last thing, well, that's pretty much it. That's everything. So I got into the stock at 9.18. I bought this. So right about here. I bought it. I got in a little bit before VWAP, and then I was like, this is a good entry price. Like, I should buy more. I bought more. The market opens. It squeezes up. I sell my first, I'm say I sold 50 or 60 shares right here at 533, which was over, I was in at 4, right, one second. Yeah, I was in at 411. Yeah, I was in at 411, I'm pretty sure. It was no more than 419. So this is over $1 a share. I sold 60 shares here, held the rest. I sold a few more. It squeezed down a little bit. I sold a few more at around 550, and then the last shares, it squeezed up. This squeeze was kind of quick, and then it popped down. But ultimately, I was done by, I think I was out of this trade completely by, I was done before 940. Yeah, I was done before 940. I think I was only in this trade about, I got in here, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I was in this trade no more than 20 minutes. But I was up $100 by 9:33, 3 minutes into the market being open. I don't think I have anything else to cover on this. Oh, one last thing I did want to cover, because we talked about CING. Let's look at that real quickly. I made a video about this yesterday. So CING, oh shit, it did squeeze up somewhere, right? Or no, is this yesterday? This is yesterday. I'm not worried about this. But this is what I want to talk about. So yesterday we traded this ticker, made a profit. It did exactly what we thought it was going to do. I think it was a B plus or A minus trade, set up wise for me. But the market closes and then it continues to squeeze up at 4 p.m., which was strange to me, but I just happened to be making a video, so I noticed it. Normally I wouldn't notice it. And it squeezed all the way up from $4 to $22, which is crazy. The thing that I noticed was, not even I noticed, but I know, there are no halts in the aftermarket. So the price can continue to go up and up and up with no stopping. So that's a trend that's happening right now. I usually make these videos again around like 4 o'clock. Right now it's 4:39. So that's just a trend to notice. I try to be done trading by 11 o'clock because I don't want trading to consume my life. I want to use this as a tool to make money, to help me and my family, and to just live a good life. But I don't want to spend 30 hours on a computer a day. So, but this is a trend to pay attention to, because these tickers have been continuing to run after the pre-market with crazy volume. Not as much volume as intraday, but it's been continuing to run with crazy volume. And I think it's just because there's no halt. So the price keeps going up and up and up and up and up. It happened again. I wanted to see if what happened today. It did happen again today. I didn't catch this move. I just walked in from my a few meetings. I own a business. I don't think I talked about that. I'll probably tell you guys more about me as I make more and more videos. But the market closes at, where is this at? Exactamundo. So the market closes at 4 o'clock. So this is 3:55. Boom's at about, we'll say it opened at $4.56, and it squeezed all the way up to, well, squeezed all the way up to $8.71, which is a 89% move, which is crazy. And that's just a trend that's been going on. I don't know if this will continue to go up more today. I'm not going to trade anymore. I'm happy. It's a green year. It's a green month. It's a green day. I was red on, was that 2 days ago? So was that Tuesday? I'm just happy to be back on the green side. Strategy's working. I'm becoming a better trader. I'm happy you guys have been watching these videos and people are interested. If you have any questions, please leave comments. I will answer those. If there's anything I missed, if there's any tool tricks or anything you think that can help me, please let me know. I'm more than happy to listen. I will release this video as soon as I finish this. And one last thing, because I know this is probably a question somebody might ask. I would ask it. Why didn't I hold until 629? To be completely, or at least hold for more to move. To be completely honest with you, it's just the lack of patience and I seen it. I was green on trade. I knew I was up a cool amount, like to start the day off, especially coming. I wanted to finish this week green. I wanted to finish this month green, like on the green side. So it really was just a lack of patience. And if you notice, as soon as it hit this price, it dropped down dramatically. I probably could have held a little bit longer, but I am not in the. Everybody trades different. I don't want to let green trades turn red. Like, I don't want to take profit down here, obviously. Like, if I have a price target, if my first target is right here, like, I won't start taking it right here. But I'm not going to let this move come, because I got in right here. I'm not going to let it come in. I'm not going to let it come back down from here, go all the way up here, and then come all the way back down here just because I want to make a couple extra dollars. Lock in profit. Make sure it fits within your strategy, which this does fit within my strategy. And live to trade another day. Just keep building capital, keep getting better, and opportunities will present themselves. I'm going to end this video now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I will respond to those as soon as I can. And thanks for everybody that's watching. Cool, we're out.